What's up, everybody? It's Jay Anarchon with the new and improved Cognitive Concurrence video show. Wow, that's all I have to say. Big difference. I hope everybody appreciates the improvements. I put in a lot of work over the past few weeks just trying to figure everything out, messing around with different softwares, and just creating my own PNG files, all sorts of stuff that I've never done myself before. I'm thinking the new show format's looking pretty sharp, so if anybody has any comments, feel free to hit me up through the contact page on the website at cognitiveconcurrence.com. Obviously, at cognitiveconcurrence.com is where you can find all of my work. I have a few slideshow presentations to date, as well as a few articles that you could read at your leisure. And I also have a video links page that's just full of kick ass links to tons of amazing researchers that have presented a bunch of work that I have appreciated over the years. So I hope all of you will, take the time to check out cognitiveconcurrence.com and all the fantastic information that I presented there that will go a long way to helping mankind finally secure a state of freedom. Because, in my opinion, folks, I don't think we've ever existed in one. In today's episode, I really just want to kind of informally touch on something that is really bothering me as far as the truth slash freedom community is concerned. I find that a lot of people are still focused on the problems. There's some people out there that have some really huge platforms. They've done amazing work over the years. Some of these people have gone a long way towards helping me achieve the state of consciousness that I have achieved in my life. And I'm obviously not trying to state that from a position of above anybody else. But, I have achieved a state of consciousness and knowledge through research and hard work using the scientific methodology to test theories in my own life. So this is what we're looking at here. I think we've reached the point where we know where we are as a race, as a species. We know that we're controlled. We know that every aspect of our life is dictated and coercively enforced upon us by powers that will enforce this upon us, whether we consent or not. The very unfortunate part, ladies and gentlemen, is that the majority of the human race is consenting to this slavery and is in total denial of the state of slavery that we exist in. And that's exactly what we are in as a species right now. Slavery, folks. Most people are slaves of the mind, slaves of the body, slaves of the spirit to forces that are external from themselves and not in their control. Most people are wandering through this life lost. Most people don't even read the ingredients of the food that they fucking buy at the grocery store. Okay? People inject toxic chemicals into their veins, cocktails they call vaccines, without even reading the ingredients and researching the chemicals that are in these. And people want to act like they're responsible adults because they have a job and they get a paycheck. Many of them for immoral practice. This is bullshit, guys. Why are we still sitting here talking about symptoms? Why are we taking the Western medicine approach? If you have a huge platform and you're only promoting the problem, you're only talking about problems, and you're not talking about real solutions, What the fuck are you using your platform for? We know the government is corrupt, okay? We know there's a tiny cabal of so-called elites that consider us lower than cattle and manage the human race accordingly. We know this is going on. What the fuck are we going to do about it? Okay? People have known about this shit since, let's be really conservative about it. And I'll say, like, at least since the 70s, this has become very common knowledge and easy to attain information in books, even at public libraries, since the 70s, okay? So why are we still in a position that a corrupt government who isn't even in control is able to manipulate and coercively control every single aspect of our lives? How the fuck can we claim to be conscious when we still exist? Never mind, we don't still exist. When we exist in a worse state than when this information and knowledge was first made publicly available. People are not waking up. And the people that are part of the quote unquote truth and freedom movement are not doing the work that is required to get us out of this mess. Otherwise, we would be making progress in the other direction. Think about it. It's probably like 0.001% of the human population is actually in real control of global events. I would say that, the whole truth and freedom community, people that are somewhat aware of what's going on the face of the earth, it's got to amount to maybe somewhere, around the 0.5 to 1% mark of the human population, I'm assuming. So we should already be approaching at least a leveling off of the playing field here, but we're not. Because everybody's still focused on the problem. They've made a fucking career out of talking about the problem. And I'm not going to name names, And like I said, a lot of these people have done amazing work that has gone a long way to helping myself reach a greater level of understanding of our reality. But the problem here is people are still stuck there. That work is already out there. That work has been done. There's so much work out on 9/11. We don't need any more work on 9/11. We need people to be doing the internal work on themselves that's going to propel us into the next stage of spiritual, physical, and mental evolution. And on that note, we're going to stop for a short break. I'll see you back here in a couple more minutes. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jay Anarchon with Cognitive Concurrence. We'll see you guys back here in a couple minutes. I'm a throat and throw me to the wolves. I'm just too tired to reload. Don't need your tears, I don't need your love. Don't need your sympathy, I am above. I feel a ghost that haunts you in your sleep. You have annihilated me. Don't need your tears, I don't need your love. Don't need your sympathy, I am above. What's up, everybody? It's Jay Anarchon with Cognitive Concurrence. Thanks for joining me once again. Getting back to the topic at hand, folks, I'm not trying to be divisive here at all. My website, my show is called Cognitive Concurrence. Concurrence meaning agreement or unity in action. And that's what we need in the freedom and truth community right now. I understand everybody has their gifts and skills. Some people are a journalist at heart and they want to report on what's going on. That's fine. But we still need to be focused on the true solutions. The only way that we can get ourselves out of this mess. And the only way that we are going to achieve freedom, that we are going to defeat the evil and corruption that currently rules the world, is by doing the shadow work necessary on ourselves to heal ourselves and recognize where we fall short and where our weaknesses are so that we can repair it on not only on a physical, mental, and spiritual level, but on a soul code genetic level. We have traumas that are thousands of years old that are affecting us at a genetic soul code level. You can't fix these by simply learning what is wrong with society. After learning what is wrong, after discovering the symptom of the disease, we need to discover the root cause of the disease and eliminate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the root cause of the disease. Look in the fucking mirror. There's a reason why the few control the many. It's because the many aren't doing anything. This is the fucking problem. And that's why I started CognitiveConcurrence.com. That's why I started the Cognitive Concurrence video show. I don't claim to have all of the solutions to any of our problems, but I have recognized the problems within myself and am beginning to work on them. And as soon as you take the initiative and apply your true will to healing and regenerating yourself, the improvements in your life will be undeniable. If everybody was to put this into play in their own existence, the world around us would drastically change for the better. People need to be aware of and conscious of and applying holistic health principles within their life to heal and regenerate all of their bodies. And I'm talking your mental, your spiritual, your etheric, your emotional, your physical bodies. We have so many bodies we're dealing with in this realm here, all of them converging at one point, and none of us are even aware of what's going on within ourselves. In my opinion, I think this is largely due to malnutrition as well as mental programming. I think the only solution to the problem we face as humanity is working from the base level backwards. We have to start from the ground up because that's where we're stuck as a species. The first step is getting your physical and mental health in order, starting with the physical, improving your diet, improving your physical health, exercising, drinking clean water, clearing your brain and body out so that it can begin to function properly. From this point, you will be in a much better state to improve your mental health. Through improving your mental health, you can control and improve your emotional health. Through controlling all of your bodies in this physical realm, you can allow yourself access to the higher realms. And this, my friends, is the base of the great work. The beginning of the great work is working on yourself. And we can sit here and argue about all the problems, different perspectives on fucking bullshit that doesn't fucking matter because we exist in a state of slavery. We need to get healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally. Step one. You want to be free. You want to get into occult studies, magic, higher learning, alchemy. You can't touch any of this if you're in a sick physical, mental, and emotional state. Step one. We need to clean it up, folks. We need unity. We need concurrence within the truth and freedom movement. Everybody, regardless of what your platform is, you need to be doing the great work upon yourself. And we need to be promoting these solutions to everybody we fucking can. Honestly, if things were to change today, if we were to be given a fresh start now at the snap of a finger, it would be worse off than it is now in a shorter period of time than it took to get here in the first place. I'll tell you that much. Okay? Most people can't even fucking handle freedom. They can't even control themselves. And they want to fucking manifest positive change within our reality field. Seriously, people. We need self-control. We need to look in the mirror. We need self-recognition. We need to recognize where we are falling short. We need to overcome these obstacles and unite, regardless of what our perspective is. I don't give a fuck what shape you think the earth is. I don't care whether or not you're Christian or Muslim or atheist. Let's look at the fucking problems that we face as a society and set aside our differences, focusing only on solutions, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come. Like, it's fucking 0 hour here. 5G's rolling out. IoT. A lot of people aren't even aware of things like NEOM, which is pretty much a test pilot for the global IoT, AI, fucking hyper-controlled, just prison planet society that they are planning to roll out for us. If you guys think this is a joke, if you're not aware of what's going on right now, you're in such a fucking deep state of denial that there may not be any way to help you at this point. If you still think the health industry actually makes people healthy, if you think government regulation keeps you fucking safe, you're in such a deep state of denial, and you're mentally ill, definitely. You're so far into either left or right brain imbalance that you have no clue what's going on in society. Every single industry has fucking begun to kill people as soon as it's come under government regulation. Alcohol, tobacco, food, healthcare, and mark my words, I said it 8-10 months ago in writing. We're going to see cannabis deaths and health illness, cannabis-related health illness skyrocket now that the government has taken control of cannabis. Okay? The government is not here to help you. The police are not here to help you. The military is not here to help you. The education system is not here to help you. The only ones that can help us are ourselves. You want to know who's going to save you? Look in the fucking mirror. This is where we're at. This is why I started Cognitive Concurrence. And I really wanted to put an episode out just focused on these main points. Why I wanted to start a platform. There's guys like Jordan Maxwell that have been doing this for 60 years. 60 years! And people still don't fucking get it. The information is out there. Like, I myself just fucking order the ARC drive from Mark Passio. WhatOnEarthIsHappening.com ARC drive offer. There is more data on that 1 terabyte drive than you can most likely consume in your fucking lifetime. And many of those publications contain enough information to totally elevate your consciousness to levels you could not imagine. One book. I think there's thousands of books on that drive. Okay? You couldn't possibly read this all in your lifetime. The information, the tools are out there. The information we need to fully access and utilize the tools, which are ourselves. The power and everything we need is within us to get us out of this mess, ladies and gentlemen. Moving forward with the video show, on the next episode, I will be moving back into my holistic health topic, because this is where we need to start, people. If you think you can study the occult and not give a fuck about your physical health, you're insane. All of these things go hand in hand. Physical, mental, spiritual health. It's the trinity of health. You can't have any of them in a holistic manner without having all three of them in a healthy state. And this is why we need to recognize our wounds and heal ourselves from past afflictions that may be thousands of years old, generations old. The great work is within us all. And I would really like to see more people having the will and courage to recognize the fact that they are unhealthy mentally, physically, and spiritually, and existing in a state of slavery. Upon recognizing that, do the work that is required to improve your state of existence and the world around you. You cannot improve the world around you without improving yourself first. Let's stop focusing on symptoms of the problems, politics, all this fucking bullshit, false flags. How much would a false flag matter if nobody fucking heard about it? We're still, even in a state of so-called consciousness, all these supposedly awoke individuals are still running around feeding all their fucking energy into this bullshit. It's got to stop, folks. We got to unite. Truth, freedom, community. If you have a fucking platform, start improving yourself, doing the great work on yourself and in your life, and push it as hard as you can on your platform. That's what I will be focused on my platform. I hope we can get some concurrence on this matter and recognize that the problem is us. Nobody would be able to rule and manipulate a healthy, sovereign, free human being. And on that note, I'm out. It's Jay Anercon with Cognitive Concurrence. Thanks for joining me for the first improved episode of the Cognitive Concurrence video show. You can check out my work at cognitiveconcurrence.com. Once again, I've got some slideshow presentations up there. You'll be able to find all of the video episodes of Cognitive Concurrence up there. I have an information page with some articles that I frequently will be posting new posts to. And I also have a video links page where you can find links to tons of amazing videos from some amazing researchers that I've appreciated and have really helped me over the years. You know, it's a long journey, folks. I've been on the path of self-improvement now for, I guess we'll say, 5 years. I started to educate myself. Like the first film I ever saw was Zeitgeist, and that was about 13 years ago, folks. So there is no arrival point, first of all. Upon learning this, that's not it. Now you need to find the solutions to the problems, apply them within your life, and help as many people as you can to begin to apply them within their own lives as well. So that's it for me, folks. Once again, Jay Anarcon, cognitiveconcurrence.com. Let's get free and fucking stay free and healthy. Let's move towards a state of abundance, folks. Take care, everybody.